Hi, I'm Jolene and I'm the owner of Knowledge Crates, and today we're in our box room. So you can see all this stuff behind me. This is where all the magic happens. This is where we plan and prep and pack all the things for our unit studies and mini crates and sensory bins, and then we package it all up and ship it to families all across the country. If you've purchased from us in the past, thank you so much for your business. If you're new to Knowledge Crates or you're not really sure what a Knowledge Crate even is, you're in for a treat, because today we're going to do an unboxing and I'm going to show you all of the things that come inside. But before we get started, let's get into what a Knowledge Crate actually is. Here we go. As a hands-on parent, you want learning to be engaging, easy, and stress-free. And that's exactly why we've created Knowledge Crates. These ready-to-use themed unit studies are boxes that make exploring new topics simple for parents and exciting for kids. There's no prep, no extra shopping, no stress. Just open the box and start learning. Each crate is designed to bring learning to life with high-quality books and over 20 hands-on activities that make even the most complex topics fun and engaging. Whether your child is exploring the wonders of weather, space, simple machines, or even the rainforest, everything they need is included, right down to the water cups for painting and the sharpener for their pencil. We offer 2 age ranges, preschool and elementary, but our crates are flexible. While the preschool crate is designed for ages 3 to 5, we actually recommend it for kids preschool through grade 1. For younger learners, activities help build foundational skills and introduce new concepts. But for older children, they reinforce what they've already mastered while encouraging independence and boosting confidence as they take charge of their own learning. And if you love great books, we've got you covered. Each unit includes a collection of books that pair perfectly with the unit, and we even have an additional list of titles we know you'll love. These come in a free download so you can easily borrow them from your local library. But there's still more. Our team member, Elizabeth, a former public school teacher who now homeschools her own kids, has created a blog post to show exactly how these units come to life in a real homeschool setting. And the best part, there's no subscription and no endless supply list. Just everything you need all in one box. We really do plan, prep, and pack, so all you have to do is play. We've even made sure that interactive materials like I Spy games, scavenger hunts, and math mats are laminated for multiple uses so your family can enjoy them over and over again. So if you're a homeschooling family looking for a well-rounded unit study or a parent who just loves hands-on learning, then we're glad you found us. This is the perfect all-in-one resource for your homeschool that you didn't even know was missing. Okay, so now that we know what it is and who it's for, let's take a look at what actually comes inside. Okay, so let's unbox the Preschool Exploring Bees Unit Study. So it's going to come in a box like this, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. Now we're going to dig into all these materials. Okay, so inside you have a pack of Crayola Model Magic in yellow. We're going to use this to make all different things for our bee diorama at the end of the season. We have sensory rice. So we always package our sensory rice, if it's included in one of the crates, inside of these polys because it just makes it safer for shipping. This season, Denise have found these really cute gold ones. Normally these come in purple. Then we have the paper packet and the book packet. So these will come in their own polys that are labeled. They don't normally fit inside of the crate, so we just package them separate and then label them for you. Next, we have this alphabet garden activity set from Learning Resources. Learning Resources is a company that we use in a lot of our units because the quality is just incredible. Then we also have this bee house that the kids are going to build. And then we finally have the Knowledge Crate. Okay, so now that we have all of this stuff out of the shipping box, we can actually take a look at what's included. So we already talked about the sensory rice. So if we open this up, inside of the poly is a bag, a plastic bag. The rice is just not loosely put in here, because that would be very bad. For this particular season, they got green, and then inside, let's see if I can show you, there's 2 packets of purple and brown. So basically all you're going to do is just give them whatever bin you want them to play with this in, give them the bag, and they're just going to open all of it. Okay, let's talk about the books. All of the unit crates will come with a collection of books that pair perfectly with whatever the theme of the crate is. So this particular crate came with 4 books. We have Discover the Busy World of the Beehive. This is a board book. This is such a pretty book. Then we have National Geographic Bees. So this has realistic pictures and a bunch of information. We have Little Bee. And in here, in the back of the book, there's different activities. And one of the activities was an art activity. So we decided to go ahead and put together the materials so that you can actually do that one. And then for social emotional, we have the Greedy Bee. Now let's talk about the paper packet. So inside of your shipping box, you'll have a package that looks like this, and it will say that this is the paper pack that goes along with the specific crate. We've labeled this because if you order multiple crates and you have them shipped together in one shipping box, you'll be able to figure out easily what materials go with which box. Inside here is going to be all of the paper for any of the activities that we have planned, whether it's canvases or paper packets or your mats, which I'm also going to show you in a second. You'll also find the activity guide, which we're going to go through. Inside this paper packet, you're going to find that all of your art projects, the paper that go along with them, are going to be labeled and clipped together like this, so it's easy to find when you're going through the guide and you pick an activity. For instance, if you're ready to do the torn paper bee, this is the only packet that you're going to need for that. You have finger plays and songs. We have an I Spy mat and a rolling cover, and these mats are all laminated so that you can keep them and keep reusing them. This one has a canvas as well, so we put the tag on the back so you know what activity that goes with. Now let's do the guide. So on the inside cover, there's a little bit of information. It just tells you how many activities are in the box, different things that you can do. It's just some general information. Then we have this additional resource section. This is a place where we'll stick a QR code if we've created a blog post to pair with this so that you can kind of see the crate in action. Then at the bottom, we have learning goal buttons. So on all of the activities, you'll see that these buttons are here, and these show you exactly which areas of learning that particular activity applies to. So if you're using these boxes, the elementary is the same, but if you're using these boxes as a homeschooling resource, when it comes to standards or learning goals or learning areas, that stuff's already done for you. This particular guide was created a little bit different, and I think this is how we're going to do it moving forward. But what we did was we took the books that were inside the crate and we paired the activities specifically with the books. So we're going to bounce around a little bit, and instead of going through the entire activity guide right now, let's dive back into the materials, and then as we're going through certain parts of it, I can show you exactly how this would work. First thing that you're going to notice about the crate is there's a label on the front. So if you have multiple crates coming in the same shipping box, it's easy to navigate which materials and which boxes go with each different collection. Inside of the crate, we always have our thank you, and then I try and find something little, maybe a butterfly, or in this instance, it's this wooden bee, that just kind of goes with the theme. Now let's take a look at all the materials that are actually inside of here. The way that we organize this for you is we package everything in these little bags and put labels on them so that you know, for instance, if you were going to do the watercolor bumblebee activity, once you get to that in the guide and it says to pull out the kit, this is all the materials that you need, along with whatever paper would go with it. We have the watercolor bumblebee kit. We have the honeycomb diorama kit. This is a material bag. We always include one of these. We just put all the little stuff. Your scissors, because if you need scissors, we're going to send you scissors. Your pencil with a pencil sharpener. The glue, because if you need glue, we're also going to send you the glue. Everything will be packaged together in that material bag. We have the Make a Bumblebee kits. Water cup for your painting. The torn paper bee kit. 2 foam dice. This is going to go with your rolling cover. This kit is for the bubble wrap beehive. Beeswax candles. I believe the kids are going to make 7 candles out of that kit. We have the sunflower kit. So interesting about this, when these came, there's a little notice on here that says that you need to keep this bag for one of the stages of the growing process. So we put a rubber band on it, so hopefully people will take a second before they pop the band off and they'll see the little sticker to keep the bag. Now that we have all of that stuff unpacked, let's jump back over to the guide and I'll show you how we pull all of this together. Up first is the alphabet garden set. This is the kit from Learning Resources. So this kit already comes with 8 activities planned, and we created an additional 4 that you can do with this box. So that's going to be this guy, and you're also going to need your sensory rice. Next, we're going to start with our Little Bee book. So in this book, they're going to do some different literacy activities, and then this book actually has activities planned in the back for them. One of those activities is this Make a Bumblebee, which we knew when the kids saw this, they more than likely would want to create one. So we went through and created the kit for you. So you would just go into the crate when you get to this part, pull out this kit, and in your material bag is the glue that you need, and they can just dive right into it. Another activity that we have paired for this particular book is the watercolor bumblebee art. So in some of the process art, you'll also see in the guide that we laid the steps out for you. So if you have a child that likes to work a little bit more independent, they can just follow along and do it at their own pace. So now we have to collect the materials. So we have the watercolor bumblebee paper packet, the watercolor bumblebee art, and then you have, I believe you need the yellow paint as well. So that'll be in your material bag as well as the glue. Moving along, the next set of activities are going to pair with this book, which is Discovering the Busy World of Bees. So they're going to do a literacy activity, get our beeswax candle kit because they're going to make some candles. We have Building a Bee House, which is going to be this kit here. And then we're going to create the bubble wrap beehive. So again, the steps are laid out here. So if the child wanted to work independently, but you're going to need your bumblebee kit, some materials from your material bag, and your canvas. The next book that we're looking at is The Very Greedy Bee. So this is a social emotional read. Activity 1 is going to be to read the story. Then we're going to grow your own sunflower in a bag. Then we have the torn paper bee art. So again, the steps are mapped out here for you. We're gonna go back to our paper packet. This is the paper that we need for the activity, along with this little kit and a couple of things out of the material bag. The next activities that are listed are these mats. So we have the I Spy along with the honeycomb rolling cover. So for these, we include the foam dice that you're gonna need for the rolling cover, and then inside your material bag, you'll have the dry erase marker. Okay, so now we're on to the final project for the unit, which is creating a honeycomb diorama. And the kids are gonna actually use the Knowledge Crate box to do this. If you wanna save the Knowledge Crate box and use a shoebox or something else, a shipping box, that's totally fine too. This diorama comes in 3 different stages. The first part is going to be preparing the box. They're gonna paint the background, they're gonna stamp it with bubble wrap so it gives the honeycomb effect. Then they're going to create the honeycomb cells, and then finally they're going to create the different parts of the life cycle. I don't know why I did not pair the National Geographic with this, because we still have this book left over, but this would be a great one to read while they're doing this activity. So for this project, you're going to need the honeycomb diorama kit, which will be inside the crate. It'll have bubble wrap and tissue paper, a little bit of white Model Magic because they're going to use this to create the eggs. And then when they get to creating the other stages, including the bee, they'll use the Crayola yellow Model Magic. And when we were doing this, testing it, and creating the bees, I'm like, we really need some wings. So we had the idea to poke tissue paper once these have dried a little bit, poke tissue paper so that the wings will be a little bit more realistic. It's just so cute. So in here, you also have some paper clips and white tissue paper so that you can do that. And then when it's done, your diorama will look similar to this. So that's it. If you're looking for easy activities that are done for you with everything included, then these crates are for you. Or if you know someone who could use these crates in their own homeschool, like, share, subscribe, come back in the future for more unboxings. Thank you for doing this unboxing with me today. Have a great day. See you later.